My name is Claire Raftery and I'm an atheist. I have been for about 2 to 3 years, and I'm just here to show you guys the Toddler's Bible. This was brought out in 1992 by V. Gilbert Beers, and I grew up reading this. This was my bedtime story. Like people have Peter Pan and Cat in the Hat, I have the Toddler's Bible. And the reason I'm doing this is just because it's really interesting seeing what Christian parents, as an atheist, what Christian parents read their children. You know, smells like indoctrination, so let's press on. It's a very beautifully illustrated book, you know, filled with very rosy-cheeked animals and interesting stories. This isn't the whole Bible, obviously. It's very paraphrased, very simplified for toddler age. This is for 0 to 3-year-olds. So, but I just want to really read you, you know, just the main points I like to bring out. This is the introduction by V. Gilbert Beers. And yeah, this will be interesting. Something wonderful happens at the toddler age. Your child enters doorways of adventure through the world of words and visual wonders. He learns to talk, she learns to walk, and they learn to love God or ignore him. A lifetime of knowing and loving God is formed or missed at this early age. A lifetime of Bible reading, Bible study, Bible application begins here. What you do with your toddler is for life or for all of eternity. I'll read that again. What you do with your toddler is for all of life or for all of eternity. So what it's saying is that by reading this Bible to your toddler from a young age, you're stopping it from going to hell. What a lovely message that conveys. Let's begin, shall we, with the whole Bible. As I say, I'm not going to read it all, just literally the main points I like to bring out. So you've got the whole creation story and the Garden of Eden. And so this is the story of the Garden of Eden. Eden was a beautiful garden home. God made it for Adam and Eve. You may eat anything here, God said, but you can't eat that fruit off that tree. You know, that one right there. Don't eat that one. That one. Remember this one, guys? Don't eat it. Oh, that's great advertising, God. Also, interesting note, pomegranates. Everyone considers it apple, but apparently that's more accurate, that it was actually pomegranates. Not that it's real, but yeah. This is the best fruit of all, Satan said. No, not Satan. The Bible doesn't say it's Satan. It said it's a snake, just a crafty old snake. So the next story after that, after the original sin, is Moses and the ark. And Moses built a big boat. Look how big it is. It's bigger than 3 houses. Still wouldn't be enough to fit all the animals of all the world in, but hey ho. Moving on. And yep, God sends a big flood. Doesn't say why. Doesn't say why he's doing a flood. It just rained and rained and rained. The water went over the trees and it went over the mountains. No reason why. No logical reason. Not even because everyone was wicked. Doesn't even say that. So, next story is the Tower of Babel. Now, this is an interesting one. If you don't know the Tower of Babel, or you do know it, I'll just remind you of it. The Tower of Babel is when all the humans were together because they were all born from Noah, because they were the last humans, and they were all working together and decided to build this huge tower, just, you know, as a kind of almost town hall. You know, everyone meets there. You know, it wasn't to heaven, it wasn't to God, it was just really big in the heavens. So, and God looks down and goes, oh crap, look what they're making. I better stop them because without me, they can do whatever they want. Yeah, so this is the story in children's words. One day, some men made a tall tower. It would make them look important. These men were very proud, but God did not like this. There's the tower. God made them stop building the tower. He made them go away to many places. Now they did not look so important. Now they needed God. What? Mummy, am I important? No, darling, because you need God. You're not special. That's what that's saying. Without God, we are not important. We are not important. So, our next story I want to share with you is the Moses asked Pharaoh to take him out of Egypt so they can worship God. 10 bad things. Wonder what this will be. Let my people go. Stop making them your slaves, Moses said. No, said the king. Then bad things began to happen to the king. God made these things happen. The king kept on saying no. God kept sending bad things to hurt the king. At last the king said yes. At last he knew that God was greater than his gods. History, no. But anyway, and that's the end of that story. Hang on a minute. What about all the firstborn males? God kills them all for no reason. They don't show that. It's really interesting. God doesn't show any of his kind of vengeance or wrath or anything like that. For example, the golden calf story. One day Moses went away. He wanted to talk with God. Then some people made a golden statue. They will follow the statue. Not God, they said. Moses was angry with these people. Follow God, not this statue. Some people listened to Moses. They followed God. That made them happy. That's the end of that story. Some people followed. What about the rest of them? Oh, no, what? The rest of them died. Got murdered by God. Fire. I didn't show that. It's very interesting that all through this Bible especially, nothing about the vengeance, the wrath of God. Which you think, oh, but this is for toddlers. You don't want to show them any violence. Of course not. Don't be silly. But they're more than happy to show death in risen by Jesus. Help me, Jairus said. My daughter is sick. Jesus went with Jairus. But look at all those people dying. Jairus' daughter has already died. So more than happy to kill children in a context where Jesus rises them from the dead. But not happy to kill people when God says that they're wicked, like Sodom and Gomorrah, not even mentioned. That's interesting. And then, we're talking all this violence. What about crucifixion? The crucifixion of Jesus is pretty important in the religion, but you can't miss that out, can you? No, they don't miss it out. They include crucifixion in a toddler's Bible. Jesus dies on the cross. Some men were nailing Jesus to a big wooden cross, but he has not hurt them. Look at what they are doing. Look at them. Jesus died that day on the cross. He came to earth to do this. That's because he loves us so much. Not that God could have just forgiven us without the human sacrifice, but hey ho. Look, even the bunny's sad. Aww. This is interesting, but Jesus wants to help us live with God in heaven. When we sin, we can't go there. Mummy, I sinned because I stole a sweet. Does that mean I'm going to hell? Yes, darling, when we sin, we can't go to heaven. What? When we sin, we can't go there. Oof, that's harsh for a kid's book, isn't it? So, and this is the last I want to show you. This doesn't make any goddamn sense. Basically, does someone help you love God's word? You're happy when they do. You're happy when they do? What? And then the final bit I love. Jesus is happy too. Just look at Jesus in this bit. Look at him. Holding the kid's hand, loving kids. Look at Jesus' face. Jesus, he's up to something there. So, yeah, I just really wanted to share this with you guys because it's really interesting what children are being taught. This is what children are being taught from a young age. We need to raise kids so they are critical thinkers, so they don't get this kind of stuff growing up. So, yeah, I just really want to share that with you guys. I hope it was interesting. For more Bible stuff, please go to the Bible Reloaded YouTube channel. I have a link down the page. It's really interesting, very funny, lots of dick jokes, so warning there. But they read the Bible literally word for word, so that you can see the horrible things that actually are said in the Bible about slavery, about incest, about violence. I really recommend watching them. And if you want to follow me, it's ClaireBear42. I'll put that down there. You really don't have to follow me if you don't want to. All I talk about is Xbox. But yeah, I hope that was interesting to you guys. See you later. Bye.